Vintage Story is one of the best survival games available, and I think it's nearly perfect. Like all good games, it was built with mod compatibility. There are an epic amount of mods for Vintage Story, and I want to share with you a few of my favorites. Let's go! Funding for this video is provided by viewers like you. I've covered mods in a couple of videos. I'll link them in the video description along with a guide on how to install mods. Remember, this is not the definitive list. These are some of my favorites. So here they are in no particular order. The first mod on my list is called Carry On. Everyone who has ever talked to me about Vintage Story has said, Drax, have you used Carry On? I think for most people, this is a must-have mod. This mod adds the ability to pick up and move certain blocks in the game, more specifically, storage blocks. Using this mod is easy with both hands empty, so put the torch down, sneak, and right-click on the block to pick it up. You should see a circular progress bar. This is how you know that it's working. The mod allows you to pick up baskets, chests, barrels, vessels, and even anvils. If you want to throw one of the storage crates on your back, you can. To place on your back, sneak and hold right-click without aiming at a block, or you can hold control when aiming. There are some downsides to having storage on your back. You move a bit slower and you can't sprint. This makes sense. A crate full of flax is going to slow you down. I have a lot of different mods installed, and there can sometimes be conflicts. You can press Alt-K to toggle the hotkey for the mod on and off. Thank you for this. Carry On is a useful mod, especially when making the move from one house to the other or just tidying up things for the spring. Do you like to chisel? Then you need this next mod. Chisel Tools is the one-stop shop for all chisel aficionados. The ability to micro-chisel blocks in Vintage Story is one of the many gameplay mechanics that makes this game shine. Adding fine detail to your builds is one of the really cool ways to show off your creativity. Chisel Tools unlocks chiseling and makes it much more accessible. The first feature is the one I use the most and honestly just saves so much time. You can copy, paste, and save your designs using the pantograph. A what, Drax? It's a craftable tool that allows you to work with the chiseled block. The use is easy, and it saves so much time on big projects. Let's say you're adding detail to your building, and it's the same for multiple blocks. Instead of having to chisel each block individually, you can copy and paste. Now, I know for you die-hard Vintage Story players, you're like, nope, I enjoy the long chisel process. I respect that, but I think if you're someone who doesn't have a ton of time to play and wants to do a big project with chisel flair, this is a must-have mod. There are a handful of other tools in this mod to help you speed up and refine the chiseling process. The True Chisel QP Chisel allows you to reuse the same shape with different materials. The Hand Planner tool allows you to remove layers of voxels. You can rotate, mirror, and move your shapes with the Hand Wedge tool. There's a ladder tool which allows you to create custom ladders. This will make any block climbable. Amazing. The sky is the limit with the chisel mod. There are so many options. You can do just about anything your creative heart desires. This is a new one for me and I'm still learning all the cool things you can do. Please share your hot tips with me on this mod in the comments. Let me ask you this question. How many hours have you spent underground mining for stones so you can make some beautiful cobblestone blocks? My guess is many, many hours. What if I told you there was a cool mod that cuts down on mining time and also makes it way more fun? The Stone Quarry mod allows you to collect huge amounts of stone much faster and allows you to easily transport it back to your home. How is this done? By creating quarries in the rock that produce stone slabs. You need to see this. You craft plugs with metal. The type of metal determines how big an area you can quarry. You then place the plugs on the top and the bottom, and then get to hammering. After you hammer the last one in place, it'll drop a stone slab you can store and take back home. The processing of stone is easy. There are craftable tools that will allow you to produce different stones and blocks from the slabs. You can harvest stones, bricks, and polish bricks from the slabs. The animation for this process brings me so much joy. I love it. I was on the fence for a long time on this mod, but I'm sold. It doesn't feel OP as you need to have metal to start the process, and you still have to gather the resource. I mean, the animation, it's just the best. The Better Fire Pit mod has been recommended to me many times. It's a simple mod that prevents the game from resetting the temperature after each cooked item. What does this mean? Why do I need this, Drax? Think of it more like saving burning materials. I think it is particularly helpful when making quicklime, as a stack of lime will stay hot instead of resetting to cold each time. What a groundbreaking mod, a time and resource saver for sure. Have you ever wanted the water, and specifically rivers, to flow in Vintage Story? There's a great mod called Rivers that will make this a reality. I've used this mod a few times, and while it has some hiccups, it produces some really neat flowing rivers. And you'll need to adjust some base settings to make sure there's enough water in the world. Interconnected riverways that flow are the perfect fit for a fancy sailboat and some exploration. The Rivers mod is one of the many mods I'm hoping will be incorporated into the base game someday. There are shelves in Vintage Story, but they're limited. And I think, like most of you, I've always thought, this is weird. You should be able to shove anything on a shelf, just like in the real world. The mod Food Shelves opens up a variety of new shelves and adds a number of other cool food storage options. So Drax, what can you store on shelves? Well, pies, obviously, cheese, bread, eggs, bars, and sushi. Some of the new shelves and storage added by the mod are seed shelves, pumpkin cases, and sealing jars. The two big additions and standouts for me from this mod are the big barrels. The art for the barrels is one of the best I've seen in any mod for this game. It's just wonderful. The other is the cooling cabinet. Such a neat idea. It works to keep food preserved longer with or without ice. While some of the ideas and items in this mod might not fit perfect with the lore of Vintage Story, I think they're all just damn fun to have in the game. Just like the name says, the Better Traders mod adds better looking traders to the game. There are over 40 traders added. And while it doesn't change what the trader sells, it adds some fun new huts and camps to the game. The mod needs to be added at World Gen to take advantage of these traders from the start. If added after, only traders generated in new chunks will be updated. The Knapster mod is not an in-game music sharing server. Don't understand that last sentence? That's okay, ask your parents. The mod makes it easier to do a number of the more click-intensive tasks in the game. Clay napping is a big part of the game, and longtime players will attest that after a while, it loses its allure. Knapster allows an option when clay forming to hold down and auto nap. It's especially nice for those who have hand mobility problems, or for those of us that just need a break. There's also easy smithing, which is the same as napping, allowing you to hold down the mouse button and auto work the metal on the anvil. The clay forming and smithy are the two that I find myself using the most from this mod, but it has a handful of other options including dough forming, easy tilling, easy panning, easy curing, look, no hands, and easy fruit pressing. A wonderful mod to make some of the in-game tasks less clicky. I personally think some of these options should be added into the base game in the form of accessibility options. Dana Tweaks is the jack of all trades mod. A catch-all, if you will. There are so many cool features in this mod, I could probably make a whole video just on this mod. The reason I started using this mod is that one of my all-time favorite mods, Resin on All Sides, got folded into Dana Tweaks. This option allows you to see resin on all sides of the tree instead of just one. It saves a lot of neck craning and running around the tree. Other highlights include auto closed door and trap doors, Drifter's open doors, not sure why anyone would want this, but you can turn it on. New options to seal crocs, auto plant tree seeds, auto panning, auto walk, drop vines when cutting down trees, rackable fire starters, Halloween every day. This allows pumpkin carving year round. Yes, please. Like I said, so many great options. There's truly something for everybody. There are some nice lighting options in Vintage Story. The torch, oil lamp, and lantern light up all those dark corners. The mod More Lanterns adds more options for interior and exterior lighting. The two options that stand out for me are the two paper lanterns that are made with a torch or a candle, sticks, boards, and paper. They come in two different styles and both are just beautiful. There are also floating paper lanterns. Yes, you're seeing that right. Those are lanterns that are floating on the water. When making outdoor lights, I usually just throw an oil lamp or lantern on a block and think, that's fancy. The More Lanterns mod shows me the true meaning of fancy by allowing you to craft stone lanterns in any rock type. Looks so good! There are 19 styles in all. You can use dyes to change the color, and I think the color options in this mod are my favorite part. Here's a house I made in all purple with purple light. Magnificent! The last mod on my list is a bonus. Created by the same person who made the Lanterns mod, I've been using the Unleaded Windows mod for over a year. It removes the lead accents in the window panes. I love this mod for its simplicity and form. Being able to place window panes that you can clearly see through is so nice. Just like their leaded partners, the window frames come in many colors and have a similar crafting recipe. This feels like another mod that could easily find its way into the base game. What a great list of mods. Like I said at the start, please do check out my other mod list videos. I've included all the links in the description. Please share your mod suggestions with me in the comments. Which ones did I miss? Which are your favorites? As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.